Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a tarot reading for Twice Momo and Super Junior's Heechul. There were some news, I believe it was yesterday, that announced that they had broken up, and which was really surprising and very shocking, in the sense that I had done a reading for Momo. I believed I did it like a month ago, and I didn't see any signs about broken up. Actually, probably I did mention something about the possible pregnancy, so I could be wrong, or probably I had to watch one more time that reading to remember what I said. But probably what I was looking at was the development, or the state of them having this comeback, and probably the happiness was related to that aspect of this, what was she was showing me. Let's see. This is why I wanted to do this reading, to see how they're doing. Not actually what happened, but to see both sides of this dynamic, and to see what are the energies, and how do they feel about each other in this new state. So let's start with Heechul. I place him on the left and Momo to the right. He got the card of the Emperor, the Hermit, and the Temperance. So yes, a lot of major arcanas. These are very profound messages, in the sense that probably he had going through a lot when it comes to his personal life, and when it comes to his own himself maturing, or actually reaching a certain age where he learned a lot of things about himself. And also at the same time, I think I believe this is not his first relationship. I think he has a lot of experience. He has a lot of experience when it comes to life in general, in comparison to her. And I think that at the same time, even though he can be like older, there's something about actually about his nature, that he's finally realizing that the character that he plays on camera, or what everyone thinks of him, or what he shows to others, is not who he really is. So he's having like a moment of insight, like a moment of eureka, of realization, of being like, oh my God, like I'm not this happy, or probably I'm not this. I don't know how people view him, but I think that with the first card, that is the Emperor, definitely is talking about someone that it's very powerful, someone that probably, I don't know if he was the visual of the group, if he is, because the group is still sending, or if his role was to be the center of attention or something like this. I know he's a Cancer sign, but he gives me very Leo vibes. In the sense that he had always been praised, or probably, I don't know if he was like an only child or something like that, where he had always been in this place of power and feeling really like recognized and feeling really magnetic. And probably he is very magnetic, and like he had always been this like almost like role model of like a great idol, for example, no, or a successful idol. But when it comes to charisma, appearance, behavior, posture, probably camera loves him, or he looks good in pictures, all about this. And now suddenly he's starting to feel a bit more on the introvert side. You know, he's starting to wonder a lot of things about himself. He's having like an existential crisis, actually, like wondering who he is, what does he want, how does he move on from here. Because I think that even though he lives a glamorous life, there's a part of him that he is actually a loner, or that probably when he is on his own, when he is alone, he is not that interesting, or he's not that entertaining, or he is not that funny, for example. I think that when he goes to his place, or when he is on his own, it's like he goes to his cave. You know, he suddenly just not only removes the makeup and everything, he just removes his whole skin. You know, this whole like this whole like costume. I have the feeling that it's like a double skin, you know, like a costume. Like he changes clothes, it seems, but it's much more profound. It talks about his inner self. His inner self is very different from what he shows. So sometimes when he's on his own, he feels tired to pretend that he's not that magnificent. And in this sense, I don't mean that there's something wrong with him, not at all. It's just that him in his real life, he wants to be able to relax, probably. There's something about the way he portrays himself that sometimes doesn't allow him to relax. Or probably he feels like he needs to entertain others, so people will not leave him. And I think that there's a part of him that even though he loved to hang out with people, there's also a kind of hermit in him. So, and then here with the temperance, I think that if they made the decision of broken up, it's because he needs to fix these things. Somehow this relationship had showed him that there are a lot of sides of himself that actually he's not connecting to. That he is a bit numb when it comes to what he really wants. It's like, I don't know why, but I think he's the kind of person that always had done things right, or probably always had done things that everyone else told him to do, or they told him to behave. And at the same time, they did acknowledge him. They did praise him. You know, I don't see him like being this kind of person that you are constantly pressuring into doing things, but you never recognize him, and you never tell him that you're proud or something like that. I believe he did get recognition, but at the same time, I see him feeling empty, like being like, I don't want to live this life, at least not when he's on his own. He doesn't want to entertain anyone. He wants to be himself. I think that there's something about his privacy or his private life that he has felt a huge weight on acting a certain way, and at the same time keeping up with everyone's expectations of him. You know, for example, if he got a girlfriend, they were like, okay, when are you getting married? So it's like this pressure that they put on him. And he somehow is a bit tired. He's realizing that he had always been following other people's order about how to live his life. And he's now like rebelling. You know, he's like now like, okay, I don't want to do this. Like, I'm sorry, but I need to take a time for myself, and I need to figure out what do I really want, what I want, you know, because I know that a lot of people mentioned the age difference. I know it's 13 years, but there's something that here with the major arcana that actually is letting me know that probably he's not. It's like he's not suffering because of the breakup. It's something that actually was made. It was a decision that was made for the two people involved personal well-being or personal development. You know, I don't see them like actually like feeling really sorry or remorseful or feeling. No, I think that it's not that way. Yes, he needs to do some healing. He definitely does. And then on the side of Momo, we got the Four of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. A lot of swords, you know. I was like, oh, I was like, come on, girl, like, give me one cup, give me one emotion, give me something. Like, I don't see her feeling something. Actually, I don't, and it's really hard to not. I know she's a Scorpio, but I don't see here like feeling like being like emotion zero for her. And actually, I see her like also a bit numb, like not happy, but not unhappy. I mean, like neither way. It's like it's really weird. Because here with the Four of Swords, it's like when you are in this passive mode and you are waiting for things to happen. You know, it's like I think that she just stayed with him or probably went on with the relationship waiting for him to have actually this like moment of existential crisis and being like, okay, let's break up or something like that. Because when I see all the major arcanas, I have the feeling that he was the one who made the decision. But he did it from a place of I need to figure out a lot of things about myself and about my identity and about what I want. And somehow she was like numb through this process. She was like absent almost. No thoughts, no feelings, like do whatever, like okay, we will talk when we talk, you know. I don't know if probably because then we have the King of Swords, so definitely she's not a fool, she's not unaware of things. I think that definitely, even though she was a bit like passive when it comes to her relationship or what things went down in the relationship, at the same time, she had a lot of things to do, like when it comes to developing a project, when it comes to organizing her own career and her own schedule and her own routine, and probably coming out with a lot of ideas. I don't know if Momo in charge of the choreography or something like that, or an aspect of the creative process, because I see her in this king mode, I see her like taking control of a lot of things when it comes to creation. So probably she just wasn't there, you know. Her vision and her attention were elsewhere. And I think that this has to do with her own career. I think that definitely it's not that she doesn't feel anything, it's just that she is not in, they are in different stages in life, in the sense that he had worked so much and he had gained so much, but at the same time he is in this moment where he's like almost like getting rid of this, like I was saying about the skin, you know, getting rid of this celebrity or this fame persona. You know, when you are famous, you have like a persona, you know. And I think that he is getting in touch more with his true nature. And I know that everyone is going to say like, oh, okay, but he had always been honest, he had always been himself. I don't think so. Like, I think that there are parts of himself that he had been like ignoring, especially his true desires, because I see him like you know, like this child that is very spoiled, in the sense that he has the most beautiful toys, and he has beautiful clothes, and he has a loving mother and loving father, but at the same time he feels restless, and he's not satisfied because he has it everything figured out for himself already, and somehow he realizes that he's not happy. I think that this is what happens with Heechul. He has everything when it comes to his reputation, when it comes to his hard work, when it comes to the way he lives, because he lives very comfortably. I don't see him lacking, because here with the emperor, definitely he's in a place of power. But I don't see him being able actually to choose for himself. I don't know why. Because it's like everyone intervenes with his, like telling him what to do or doing things for him. It's like they baby him. You know, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's like he has a lot of babysitters. I don't know. I don't know. And he's just feeling like really uncomfortable, because he's realizing that actually he's in this stage in his life, you know, that they do worry about age a lot. So probably this has to do about age, and probably being with someone younger, instead of inspiring you to connect with your younger self, is actually acknowledging or reminding you that actually you are older, you know. So I don't know, but I see her like, and with the Seven of Swords, it's really funny. I don't know why there's something about her, about Momo, that I just want to laugh. And I don't know why, but she is so, I don't know why, but she's like, she's really intelligent. I don't know how to explain it, but she's really intelligent. She just like, she just was waiting for him to make the decision, and it's like, okay, bye. Like, like, I'm taking my stuff, I'm taking my things, okay, I go, bye. Like, we will talk when we talk. Like, I don't know why, but I just want to laugh, because it seems like ironic at the same time. It seems like, because I don't see heartache, like I don't see feeling like, I don't know, like an emotional, the scene between them, like being like, oh yes, I'm sorry, like, okay, let's work things out, let's, no, I see her like, okay, bye, like, oh my god, she's so funny. Like, I don't know why I'm laughing. Probably she has this trait when she gets nervous, that she laughs, hysterically, because I'm laughing. I'm just, and I know that I'm laughing, and I know that this is serious. So I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't understand this, but this girl. Yes, here with the Seven of Swords. Yes, she's definitely like living like in a sneaky way, you know, being like, okay, like, like, and probably, I'm going to be honest, since she started with the Four of Swords, that I was like, okay, she was like in this passive mode, in this numb mode. I think that also she was a bit bored with him. This is why I think that he was going through some kind of emotional turbulence or something about himself. And I see him like trying to talk to her about it. And she was like, oh, okay, like, you know, because she's not like that, because they are not in the same frequency, you know, they are not going through the same things. She just doesn't have time to think about life, or think about the meaning of the situations, or why we are who we are, you know, and the meaning of life. She's like very active right now, and she is someone that and she is very she's very like, she's very intense when it comes to her work. And I think that that she is playing almost like the role of a leader in the group. so this is why I was asking if someone knows if she's involved in other things instead of just being a Twice member. I think that she had been invited or considered, or even she gave advice to other people. I don't know if she's helping with the trainees or something like that, but she definitely is feeling really motivated and is feeling like she is on top of things when it comes to her career. She feels really proud and really in control. So she doesn't have time to mourn about things or to cry about things that don't work or to wonder or to get depressed. She doesn't have time for that. She's she's on other level. She's on a different level. And this is where I see the discrepancy, you know, that they are different in different stages. So when it comes to the relationship as an overall, we got the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Page of, the Knight of Swords. So yeah, I think that they had worked a lot on keeping the relationship. I mean, I think that I don't know how long they dated, but I think they dated for a really long time. Because I don't see them like a year or two. I see them like probably like 4 or 5 years or something like that. They started like this relationship or this connection. This connection or this bond starting a long time ago, before the news were announced that they were dating. And they definitely like they tried to maintain the fire, they trying to maintain the passion, they try to work together. They are both very passionate, they are both very committed people. They are both very they just protect a lot this relationship, because I see them like in this, you know, all these characters that I see here: the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. They are all holding their elements in their hands, protecting themselves and going towards their objective. So definitely they were always on a protective kind of way, you know, like I have to protect what's mine, or I have to protect my reputation, or I have to protect this relationship's reputation. But definitely like they were a bit tired actually at the end. They were a bit tired because they both have different ways of, even though they are both water signs, because Heechul is a Cancer and Momo is Scorpio. They both, inside of their birth charts or the elements in their charts, they have different elements. For example, I don't know, I could see Heechul having more fire element represented by this Knight of Wands, and I see Momo having more like air elements represented by this Knight of Swords. So they were different in the same in the way that they would act, or probably the way they would go after what they wanted is very different. And like I said, they have different lives, they have different experiences in life. So even though they try to make it work, there's a huge exhaustion. And probably there's like a lot of things they had to put up with that probably no one knows, because I see them like being really like, if you see the card of the Nine of Wands, it shows someone that is not only on the defensive, but you see this person having all these bandages and being hurt and having a lot of wounds, and you know, like you had been to war and come back, and it's like, yes, you come back in one piece, but you are all you are all hurt, you know, you are hurting, you know, you are bleeding, you are. So I think that they try to make it work, and they defend this relationship with a great passion. But I think that now what they are going through as people, they are in different stages. So this is why they cannot find like a middle ground. So, but actually I see them that if someone wants to talk bad, or wants to make like, wants to talk or make like a conspiracy, or trying to spread rumors about the reason why they broke up, I think they would definitely initiate some legal actions, because I see them both like, even though they are not together, they will be defending each other, or they will be defending each other's name, and they will be defending this relationship that they had, because they do not want to be another idol couple going wrong. You know, they just appreciate each other as people. You know, even though they are not a couple, they appreciate each other as human, as people. You know, there's no like cheating, no betrayal. There's nothing here dramatic, like I was saying. It's just something that it's personal, and it's theirs, and it has to do with each other's life path, you know. But they try it, they put the effort, they put the emotion, they put the passion, but somehow it wasn't enough. So, you know, as always, let's be respectful. This is all I have for Momo and Heechul relationship, our former relationship and bond. So let's wish them to do well in the future. And so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.